Whenever I'm working on something new or I have goals to hit, I treat it as if I do not do this, I will fucking die. You will do anything you physically can to justify you do not have the time to do the thing you know will get you further in life, and you're opting for comfort instead. Gaslight yourself. Tell yourself, if I don't do this now, I will die. If you think in terms of now, everything you desire comes to you quicker. It's a mindset hack. Do or fucking die. It's do or die. Every single day is do or die. And until you get yourself in that mode, nothing is going to fucking change. The secret to everything in life is putting yourself into a do or die mind state. This goes for absolutely everything. If you want to get anywhere, if you want to get to the next level, if you want to progress, if you want to be beyond where you are now, start getting into the mode that everything you do is do or die. If you do not treat everything you're working towards with the utmost level of seriousness, you will never get shit done. And this is the reality for most people. They do not get shit done. They procrastinate, they're lazy, they make excuses, they tell themselves, I'll get to it next week, I'll do it next week. There's always an excuse. People that make excuses are fucking pathetic. And they will always live the rest of their lives making excuses. And why they make excuses is because they're lazy. That's the brutal truth. There's always a reason why people cannot do something or cannot get to where they want to be. They'll blame external factors. They'll blame the government, society, their upbringing. They'll blame everything, time, whatever it may be. There's people out there that always make excuses. But I guarantee you the people that make excuses are still doing something. And we're always doing something instead of what we should be doing. And that's the reality. Because they find other things more serious. Therefore, they prioritize the other things that are easier, that don't actually matter, that don't elevate them and don't get them further in life where they should be going. And until you treat the things that are required to be done with the utmost level of seriousness, nothing will change for you. It is so important that for you to progress to the next level, if you hate your job, you need to be serious about leaving that job. You need to be serious about getting out and finding a solution or a replacement. If you're serious about fitness, it needs to be serious. If you want to change, there has to be seriousness. Key word for this entire video. If you are not serious about change, there will be no change. And when I say the do or die mindset, the reason why is because we are inherently lazy. We seek comfort. We will drift off. And due to social media, due to our phones, due to our laptops, we're constantly distracted with notifications. We're never actually locked in because we're constantly bombarded with all sorts of signals and indications and notifications that we can't fully concentrate. But until you treat it with that do or die, and this is actually something I do, whenever I'm working on something new or I have goals to hit, I treat it as if I do not do this, I will fucking die. And when I get into that mindset and almost say to myself, if this is not done today, I will die. And that ensures every single time, because I don't want to die, that I will get it done by the end of the day. And whilst it's not good to give yourself a specific, level of anxiety towards what you do, the truth is, unless you gaslight yourself into believing that what you're doing is do or die, you will never, ever, ever get it done, because you will always find a reason not to do it, or you will get distracted by something that you perceive in your mind is more serious. The truth is, those people that say, I'll get to it later, they never do. And before you know it, a couple hours has passed, a couple days have passed, a couple weeks have passed, a couple months have passed, and before you know it, you're 5 years older and you have nothing to show. Nothing to show, no results, no change, and you're still exactly where you are. I promise you, when you have that do or die mentality, your life will begin to change because you will get shit done rapidly. The truth is there's people out there right now that are less intelligent than you, if anything, fucking thick. They have no qualifications, they have no degrees, they have no real plan, as a matter of fact. But the one thing they have is a work ethic, and they get shit done. And I guarantee you, the people that are seemingly less intelligent than you, that are willing to get started now will always exceed those that have qualifications or are trying to get that perfect plan. Perfection does not exist in this world. So stop trying to get perfection or create perfection, because if you're going to get perfection, the closest way to attain that is to get started now, and you will find perfection. You will create perfection. But perfection is not planned, because there is no such thing. You will only get close to it if you get started now and make progression, because perfection is created from lessons, from learning, from failure, from mistakes, from setbacks. That's how you curate, that's how you refine, that is how you perfect your craft, that's how you perfect a business plan, a marketing plan, your trading plan. Everything is created from experience, which is created from hurdles. But you will never know until you fucking get started. You can create the best plan in your head, the utmost level of perfection, meticulously planned. But execution and the real world is incredibly different to the make-believe. You can read 1,000,000 books for 5 years on how to ride a bike, but the minute you actually get on that bike for the first time, whilst the books may help you, it is not going to prepare you for the real life experience. And you cannot learn to ride a bike until you actually get on the fucking bike and start to ride. And every time you fall over, every time you make a mistake, every time the chain falls off, is how you acquire the experience to understand how to handle it better next time. The secret to progression is to think in terms of now. If you think in terms of now, you will get things done now. But thinking in terms of someday is failure. Anyone that says, I will do it later, I will get to it, someday I'll do it when the conditions are right, when the weather's right, when I feel good, when I've had more sleep, they are a failure, and they will always be a failure, because at the end of the year, when they look back, they haven't done anything. And all they have to show are pathetic excuses as to why they haven't done it. There's always a reason why. But instead, if they had spent that same amount of time not making excuses and getting shit done, you and everyone else would be miles ahead. But there's always an excuse. Time flies faster than you realize. I'm 30 years old right now. I still feel 18. In fact, where the fuck have those years gone? I don't know. Time flies. We're in 2025. It is September as I record this video. Last I remembered, it was January. We just had Christmas. Time is flying, and seemingly flying quicker, by the way. So every second you're wasting is crucial, and every excuse you make is fatal to getting you to where you want to be. If you care enough, and this is the fucking key, if you care enough and you want it bad enough, you will work everything around what you desire and what you need to do. If you work your comfort and everything else around it instead and say, I'll get to it, I'll do it someday, you don't care enough and you don't deserve it. That's the reality. If you are not willing to put everything on hold and make sacrifices to prioritize your time to get what you need to be done finished, you do not deserve it. And that's the reality for most people. When they moan that they're not where they want to be, their body's not the way they want it to be, they're stuck in the same job, their business isn't growing, it's your fault. It's our fault. It's our fault for not doing enough. And if you feel sorry for yourself and you want to relax and you want to have a break, well, guess what? There's someone else out there right now that doesn't care about that wants it so fucking bad they will lose out on sleep. They will miss out on going out. They will miss out on fun. They will miss out on their comforts and joys, which they dearly love. We all love it. We all love it. We all want to relax. There is nothing better than doing nothing and relaxing. But that's the problem. 99% of people do exactly that. This is especially crucial if you are currently in a workplace and you want to leave. If you want to get out of that workplace, and whilst there will be another video on this to help you understand how I got out the workplace, if you are in the workplace, you have less hours than most people, which theoretically makes it harder to get out of the workplace, because between the 9 to 5 and the traveling back and forth, you only really have a few sweet moments in the morning and when you get home. And you have less time than people that do not have a job or have escaped their job by now or done something else. And in those sweet moments, you have a choice to go home, watch TV, kick back, relax, and give yourself that little window. Or you have a choice to get ahead of 99% of people and do the work after work, to lay the foundations to get you out. And the work you do after work and during the weekdays and during the weekends will eventually get you to a point where you have more weekends than weekdays if you play your cards right. If you think about all the things you know you should be doing, whether it's a school project, whether it is a fitness plan, whether it's going to the gym, whatever it is, when you make an excuse, you don't just sit there, you often do something instead. Whether that is watching TV or reading a book, you will do anything you physically can to justify you do not have the time to do the thing you know will get you further in life, and you're opting for comfort instead. And you will do other things instead that are relaxing if you can switch the roles and treat it as a level of seriousness. And the truth is, until you are in a mindset and zone where taking a rest makes you feel guilty, where you don't have time for fucking excuses because you are so desperate to get to where you need to be, you will fail until you are in that mindset, and you will never progress further than where you are if you pursue things slowly, gradually, and with no urgency. Because again, may I remind you, there is someone out there, if not thousands of people out there, that want it more than you. And until you can want it more than them, you will remain exactly where you are. There will be no change. There is no greater secret to achieving success than having fucking urgency, to look in terms of now. How much can I get done today? Don't feel sorry for yourself, because the truth is, a lot of the time when people say they work hard, they're not. They're really not. We make up these fabrications in our head that we've had a busy day and we've done this and we've done that. But when you actually look back at the end of the day and reflect, you haven't done as much as you think. You tell yourself you're working hard so you can feel superior. But the truth is, you could have done more. And until you learn that, and until you stop feeling sorry for yourself and start acting with urgency, nothing will change. And tell me now, do you not want change? Do you not want more? Do you not want better? Do you look around you sometimes and go, I want more? Or do you look at others and go, I want that? Do you think they sit around doing fuck all? Do you think they make excuses? Do you think they talk in terms of someday, maybe, one day? No, they think in terms of now. Because if you think in terms of now, everything you desire comes to you quicker. It's a mindset hack. Do or fucking die. Because once you get into the do or die mindset, and once you have the capability to work in terms of now, you are attracting things to you quicker, because you are so engrossed in doing these daily tasks routinely, religiously, like fucking gospel. You will be so distracted with what you're doing every single day, like routine robotic. Once you get into that mode, you will have achieved so much beyond your wildest dreams whilst being so distracted by the daily things you're doing. You won't even realize that you've likely exceeded your goals. You create routine. You create rhythm by acting now. And look around. Are you really happy? And if you're not, that should be your sign. We as human beings are very quick to moan about what we don't have, and moan about things we desire that we don't have. Yet we're not willing to work above and beyond for them. And unfortunately, this is how life works. The things we want are fucking hard to obtain. It takes more than what the average person is willing to do. Why do you think so many people are miserable in their lives? Why do you think so many people are stuck in jobs they hate for eternity? Because they all follow the same rule set. They don't want to go above and beyond. So if you want to live a life that most people don't have, you must be willing to work more than most people are not willing to work. And it all comes down to that do or die mindset. Because the person that thinks in terms of now, and the person that has that do or die mindset, will have achieved and figured things out far quicker than someone that's planned it out. You can spend 3 years planning, but the person that executes and begins immediately has learnt more than you. They figured out more than you, and they've achieved more than you in the same time frame you're sitting there scared, trying to aim for perfection. And the truth is, the people that plan too much, the people that prepare too much, they're scared. They're complacent, they're lazy, and they mask it with the idea they're doing more for preparation. But the reality is, all of that is a form of fear, a mask, a justification to delay things further. But in reality, if you're fearless and you believe in yourself enough, this is also important. If you are aware of your capabilities, and many of you are, you know you're capable, you know you can do it, and you know it's what you want to do. But fear is holding you back, so you make excuses that you'll get to it later, or that you're planning first and waiting for the right moment. There is no fucking right moment. The right moment is right now. It's right now. And if it isn't right now, it was yesterday. And if it's not yesterday, it's today. If not tomorrow. Immediate action is the cure to everything. It's a distraction mechanism. It's everything you could physically ask for. Do or die. I can promise you, if you get yourself in that mode, and why I'm doing this video is because I'm in this mode right now. The purpose of this channel is to express a deeper insight into my own life experiences and sharing energy when I am in a current zone and state. And I'm normally always in this zone, but I am charged up more than ever. So I can't sit here and just not share this, because if I can transfer this energy to someone out there, and one person that's watching at least, I know that contagiousness will lay off on you, and it will translate to you, and it will give you the fire you need to fucking get started, because you know you deserve more. You know you can get more. And the truth is, you're not going to get more if you don't start acting now. Do or die. Do or die. Trust me. When you treat it like a game, gaslight yourself. Gaslight yourself. Tell yourself, if I don't do this now, I will die. And I can assure you, when you do that, things change, because you almost create a panic. Instead of creating a fear of getting started, you create a fear of stopping. And that's how I feel right now. You can probably see I'm dropping like 4 YouTube videos a week. I'm doing all sorts of stuff just on YouTube alone. That's not including the other stuff. But I'm in that zone now where I have gaslighted myself into believing I am a failure if I stop. I'm not worried about what happens if I fail, because I'm thinking now. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm just executing every single day like a fucking machine, because that is the guaranteed way to succeed. How can you ever fail if you consistently act in the now and consistently keep going? Failure can't keep up with someone that is on a do or die basis. And my purpose of this video is to get you in the same mode. Do or die.